Hi guys, welcome back to English with LinguaTrip. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some idioms. You know what idioms are? So they're expressions that are not translated literally. So if you translate them word by word, you may think, what is that? But as a whole, as a phrase, they have a different meaning. We're going to look at some of those today. All native English speakers use a lot of idioms in their daily life, and they're going to make your speech more fluent, more expressive, and generally you're going to enjoy bringing your English to a new level. My name is Anastasia, this is English with LinguaTrip, and let's get started.
Everything's in English.
All you need to know.
Alright, how did you learn to speak English?
And the first phrase for today is to break the ice. Nobody's literally breaking the ice, but we're talking about starting a conversation. Imagine you arrive at a party where you don't know anyone. So to break the ice, you might as well ask simple questions like, oh, hi guys, are you from here? You know, this is the small talk. So to break the ice means to make everyone feel relaxed and to start a conversation, for example. And I have an example sentence for you. He organized a few party games to break the ice when people first arrived.
I'll break the ice.
The next idiom is to look on the bright side. Literally, you know, an object has different sides. Some is bright, some is not bright. But here we're speaking metaphorically and we're talking about a situation. As any object having a bright side and a darker side, so does any situation. So the bright side here means a more optimistic side. And the idiom in general means to be optimistic, to look for something positive. If a friend of yours is feeling sad or can't find a solution to the problem, you can say, well, look on the bright side. There might be something positive about all this as well.
Look on the bright side.
By the way, guys, we have an awesome course that helps you jump from intermediate to advanced in just 30 days. You'll understand complicated grammar structures once and for all. You'll use the examples that are always relevant, and you'll do the exercises that will be practical for you in the future. It's a perfect course for those who are stuck at the mid-level and are looking for the best way to improve. We've recently updated it with a challenge mode, which includes ranking. All participants form teams of 2 people. Those who complete all the challenges get to the top, boost their English faster, and win prizes. 2 iPhones, 2 language trips abroad, 2 language coaching programs for a month, $50 in a turbo-intensive course for top 10 teams, and minus 365 mistakes per year for each participant. I highly recommend the Pro package so that you could participate in the prize draw. The link and a special promo code will be in the description box. The next one is to be over the moon. It means to be really, really happy. For example, she was over the moon when John proposed to her.
Over the moon.
All right, the next one is to be like chalk and cheese. Do you know chalk? Well, actually, when I went to school, we used to use chalkboards, you know, the white chalk that you use to write that makes this terrible sound. Yeah, so that's chalk. To be like chalk and cheese means to be very different. England in summer and England in winter are as different as chalk and cheese, although I think I would argue here it rains just the same. Okay, the next idiom is to cost an arm and a leg. An arm and a leg. This just means that something is really, really expensive. Something you can say about pretty much any luxury brand. For example, Chanel bags cost an arm and a leg.
And it won't cost you an arm and a leg.
The next idiom is to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, no killing birds is involved here. We're talking about completing 2 tasks or solving problems, a couple of problems by doing just 1 action. For example, he went to London on a business trip and while being there, he killed 2 birds with 1 stone and also visited his relatives.
2 birds, 1 stone.
The next expression is to give something a go. It is like half idiomatic, I'd say, but it means to try something, to give something a chance, to give it a go. For example, you're doubting, about trying a new hobby and your friend may say, why don't you just give it a go? Give it a go.
Let's give it a go.
The next one is to be in the same boat, which means to be in the same situation. Very often you can hear, oh, but we're all in the same boat, meaning we're facing the same problems and, you know, you're not suffering more than somebody else. Everyone is the same. Actually, this phrase has a variation. Somebody may say, actually, we are in the same storm, but somebody has a big yacht and somebody has an old rusty boat, meaning, well, we are facing the same problems, but we have different resources, which is also true sometimes.
We are in the same boat.
The next phrase is to get something off one's chest. We talk about chest, very often we talk about our heart, our soul, you know, metaphorically speaking. So to get something off one's chest means to share, to vent, to just say it out loud instead of keeping it inside. For example, you can see your friend being a little bit upset or maybe nervous. You can say, I can see that something's upsetting you, so why don't you get it off your chest and tell me what it is?
Okay, get it off your chest.
Well, since we're talking about idioms connected with body parts, the next one is to feel something in one's bones. It means to have a feeling that something's about to happen or some kind of, you know, feeling about the situation. For example, you can say he felt it in his bones that he was wrong. The next expression is to go the extra mile, which means to invest more effort into something, to do more than it's required. For example, she's a very nice person and is always willing to go the extra mile to help others.
I go the extra mile.
The next expression is connected to card games. In case you play cards, you know that an ace is the highest card, and the phrase is to have an ace up your sleeve. Like, you know, you have an ace up your sleeve and you can get it out and win. For example, I have an ace up my sleeve for this race, my stamina, which means that is something, that's my winning card. It's gonna help me win the game or win the race in this case.
I still had an ace up my sleeve.
The next one is to be sick and tired. It may not be a fully idiomatic expression, but it's definitely very expressive and not literal. So if you say you're sick and tired, it means you're really tired of something, you had enough, no more. For example, I'm sick and tired of your constant excuses.
But I am sick and tired.
The next one is to be down and out, means not to have any money to be able to survive. For example, he has been down and out since his company went bankrupt.
I've been up and down and over and out.
The next idiom is to cut to the chase, means to go straight to the point without all that extra intro stuff. For example, after the customary greetings and handshakes, we cut to the chase and started negotiating with our clients.
Cut to the chase?
The next one I actually quite like. It is a backseat driver. It comes from the situation that a lot of people, I'm sure, had in their lives. Somebody who literally sits, you know, at the back of the car, but keeps telling you how to drive when you're driving. You know, go here, go there, don't do that, look what you're doing. Things like that. So the person is not driving, but is, you know, telling you what to do. As an idiom, this means somebody who gives advice which wasn't asked for. For example, she's such a backseat driver, she needs to stop interfering. No one asked for her advice.
No backseat driving.
The next one is to be a rough diamond. Diamond is a precious stone, and a rough diamond is like something precious, but not refined yet. So we can be talking about a person, for example, who's talented, but needs a bit of refinement. For example, Bob is intelligent and trustworthy, but he lacks sophistication. So he's a rough diamond.
Carlos is a diamond in the rough.
And the last one for today is to face the music, which means to take responsibility for something you've done. For example, if you have done something wrong, you'll have to face the music.
Face the music.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something new. Let us know in the comments below which of the idioms you enjoyed most. and I'll see you in our next videos. Bye!